It's Billy Killer, killer. Oh my God, it's King Morocco.
Dance, baby girl, make you dance for me. Oh girl, I want make you dance for me. Give me that dance, make you move slowly. Want give you my money. Dance, baby girl, make you dance for me. Want make you dance for me. This girl love what you share with me. They sweet me for my body. Balance, so ya balance, yo. Balance, so ya balance, yo. What you want, Shena Valentino. What you want, Shena Valentino. If I no get, baby, I go borrow. If I no get, baby, I go borrow. I don't believe this in my life solo. I don't believe this in my life solo. Girl, you are the only one, only one. If anyone want take you out on holy gun, you're the only one. Them be no any girl, them fake. You are the realest one. You are so special, them in the show out in this world. Even more than all them bros. Me, I they protect my queen. People are my strap. If what's come to one, is one that's sweet, 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 sweet love, sweet, sweet love. This one a sweet, sweet love. He dey give me peace. He dey give me peace of mind. Dance, baby girl, make you dance for me. Oh girl, I want make you dance for me. Give me that dance, make you move slowly. Want give you my money. Dance, baby girl, make you dance for me. Want make you dance for me. This girl love what you share with me. They sweet me for my body.
Oh, my baby. Baby, don't go calibele. Oh, mama, well, hey. Baby, don't go calibele. Estou a sentir a tonga, tonga. Esse teu bar está a causar ilonga. Hey. Dá-me só uma folga, folga. Bater nesse rabo lá e conga. Hey. Oh, Madalena, deixa sentir. Oh, Madalena, deixa pra mim. Estou a sentir a tonga, tonga. Recu, 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 lá e conga. Dá-me só uma folga, folga. E verás como é que o meu boi rema. A nada, venga. Balança, balança, pior. Balança, balança, pior. Eu sei que queres ser Valentino. Se não tiver, vou emprestar dinheiro. The way I dance, you go rock with me, yo. The way I dance, you go rock with me. The way I dance, you go rock with me, yo. The way I dance, you go rock with me.
Dance, baby girl, make you dance for me. Oh girl, I want make you dance for me. Give me that dance, make you move slowly. Want give you my money. Dance, baby girl, make you dance for me. Want make you dance for me. This girl love what you share with me.
Yo, yo, yo.
Sweet me for my body.
Yo, 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 what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good, my people? How's everyone doing this lovely Saturday morning? My shout outs for Lauren, shout out Daniel, shout out Samuel, shout out B, shout out Dakade, shout out Anita Glover, shout out Dabira. Anyway, appreciate you guys being out here. We just went crazy last night, which was cool. And we're up and early, rise and shine. Clearly, you can see from the backdrop. Rise and shine, man. Yeah, it's about to be a good time. It's about to be a good moment. I'm excited to check out brand new Omah Lay album. All right, so people are pouring in. We thank God, because doing the live stream around this time is always iffy. I'm always like, eesh, are people gonna be around at this time? But yeah, I guess it's 2 p.m. in Nigeria, so it's probably a good time. But people will be out and about, so you never know. Anyway, appreciate you guys for making it out here. We're about to get into Omah Lay's album without any further ado. Real quick, just a quick background and context. Omah Lay's album, one of the most anticipated debuts in recent times, since Rema at least. Omah Lay at the time came out and had a breakout year in 2020 during the pandemic that left the entire scene on lockdown with his debut EP Get Laid, and that was insane. It introduced the artist to us, and you could definitely see what his range was like, and he followed that momentum of the EP and gravitated into features and the Infinity record to tonight to DJ to is it DJ Choose or to DJ Spinall. He had just had a massive run that year, and it was such a huge presence, like metric wise. Like he dominated, like I think it was one of the highest that year in 2020 on turntable charts. So anyway, he had an unprecedented breakout year. That was crazy. 2021 we saw we saw another EP get in the way as well. Another EP that produced one of his biggest records to date, Godly. And now we're at the point where he has his debut album. But prior to the debut album, a lot of people were Omah Lay, I don't know. Like the recent releases, it dropped a record like Free My Mind that didn't really resonate at all. Okay, that it was a risk it took for sure, sonically speaking, and it was even somewhat lazy on the track, and it was kind of intentional, but it didn't work. It was a concept that didn't eventually work, even at the markets where you would think it would work. I would think it would do well in like in a Caribbean or a reggaeton type of atmosphere, but it didn't work. And then we got the record with Justin Bieber. Just casually had a record with Justin Bieber, which was insane. But then again, that one still didn't make the impact or still make the noise that you would expect an Omah Lay record to make. And I say that to say, like, it's still a good song. I still like the record. I still like the melody. I know some tea on how that song came together. It's actually a Justin Bieber record, and you can even hear it from the song. That's really a Justin Bieber record that was kind of given to Omah Lay. But nonetheless, man, it's still a fine record, but not Omah Lay's finest moment either way. I think Justin Bieber owned much of that song. But we got Woman, which was another single, and this single, we got Understand prior to that. Understand was a fucking banger in 2021. One of the best songs that year. But we got Woman recently, which I said in my review, I probably need to re-upload that. But basically took from P-Square's Testimony in that melody. It took from that run, and it was a nice catchy tune. Omah Lay was smooth and savvy on it, and I think it was still a fine moment for him. Again, still didn't make the impact that you would expect from his breakout year and all that, but still a fantastic record. Now we're about to get into the 14-track album. This is Boy Alone. Now, in terms of the album art, I like the album art. The album art reminds me of Young Thug's something fun. What's that album called again? Young Thug, something fun. It's a similar concept. I think that was like so much fun. This particular concept of like having like a bird's eye view type of shot, and then it has things on it. Except Omah Lay's one is a lot more plain and simple, and it's actually capturing the concept that he is alone in this case. So and in the corner you can see people leaving or walking away from him. That's what it looks like. So I guess that's the sentiment here, that he's this like loner kid. Oh wait, there's a PH slang that attaches to Boy Alone. I don't know what it is, but if you guys know in the chat, please remind me of what that slang is, because I'm not sure, because he said something about it somewhere. But anyway, I said that to say I'm excited to get into this one. You already know how we're going to do in the chat. Each track that comes up, we're going to put up a poll, and you guys let me know how you are feeling about it. I'm sure most of you have heard the album already. Y'all couldn't wait for me. Damn. But anyway, we'll get into it. This first track, intro track, let's see what he's saying. This one's called Recognize. Recognize. Let's go. Also, 14 tracks is very simple. 37 minutes. Beautiful, very concise. So yeah, this might be a good structure for an album. You better recognize. Okay. Intro. Let's get into it, man. The synth and pads are.
Only the real fit to recognize. Only the sheep may believe you no go capsize. How you go look at me for eyes and me no they try. All of the way from Port Harcourt to Waterside. Letting me do some wanna. Let me do some wanna.
Okay.
Letting me do some wanna.
So dreamy. Those pads in the back.
Let me do some wanna.
Okay, this is not much of a track. Okay, so he said a line like, only the ship we no go believe go capsize, something around there. I'm trying to get the narrative from the intro, because that's what an intro kind of sets. It kind of sets the narrative of the album up, at least for you to understand where it's going, like from a narrative standpoint. But I don't think I got much from that. See if I can pull up some of the words there, because it was kind of short. I don't know. That wasn't much of an intro, to be honest. Like, didn't say much, right? Like, it's not saying much for the album. Like, an intro actually, like, I don't know, man. Yeah, that didn't say much for me. Oh, am I alone on that one? Because it's under a minute 30 or so. It's under a minute 30, and yeah, there's not much to it. Yeah, I guess it's playing this role as a. It says only the real fit recognize. Oh yeah. Only the ship we believe, you know, go capsize. Okay, how you go look for me for I and say me know they try. Okay, all the way from Port Harcourt to that side. Okay, let me do some gbana. Let me do some gbana. Okay, I mean gbana. Yeah. Anyway, there's not much here. There's not much to take out of it. It's just saying where he's from and only the real recognize. Okay, all right, cool. Let's move to the next track, man. I don't think that was much of anything. That was disappointing of a feature, man. Of an intro. Didn't say much. Probably too concise for me. What are you guys saying in the chat? You guys are saying this album, the stuff. Okay, I thought attention was. Okay, you guys comment on the tracks that we're listening to right now, so I can. Anyway, Marco says it's an intro though. Yeah, it is, obviously based on where it's positioned. Alvin says it's too short. Yeah, I just thought it was nothing there. Yeah, man. Okay, Omah. Let's make up for it. Next track is called I. This reminds me of that Kendrick record, because Kendrick has a song called I. Daniel says intro is not introducing. Thank you, man. It's not doing too much of introduction, man. But let's hear it. Let's hear I. Okay. Shout out everyone that's stepping in, okay? Soft pads everywhere, man. Okay? Percussion is mad. Let's go.
I cannot be nobody for life.
Okay?
I cannot be nobody for life. Do you believe it? Even if you didn't, I cannot be nobody for life. I they beat my chest, I saw they look myself, saying I cannot be nobody for life. Because waka no fiti. Suffer no fiti.
We say waka no fit me, suffer no fit me, man. Hey. Cannot be nobody for life. Okay. I like this arrangement.
Me no faking myself. So I go dey be myself.
Okay.
So I go dey carry myself. Wake up and free myself. Be myself. Just while I wait for
Okay. Huh? At this point, it's just mumbling. Because I was trying to pick up what he's saying. At this point, it's just, man, like, bro, man. Like, come on. Come on. I get it's the delivery style, but, like, let's enunciate a little bit. Just a little bit, you know? You know? Like...
Faking myself, me I no faking myself. So I go dey be myself, so I go dey carry myself. Smoke up and free myself, be myself. Swallow it for my head.
Oh my gosh, man.
They agree make bars, they agree make rest, they agree make go, my baby.
Is he saying anything there? Like, is it just... Bro, I'm listening to this in headphones, bro. I should be hearing every crook and cranny of this record, but I'm not picking up what he's saying, bro. It sounds... you already had a vibe. You already had a vibe with the chorus. You already had a hook. Like, it was nice. It was nice. It was a pocket, inspirational banger, you know, like, I cannot be nobody for life, you know what I mean? I don't, suffer no fit me, you know what I mean? Like, bro, we get those sentiments, but over in the verses, it's like, it feels empty in the verses right now, man.
We dance, my baby, we dance till we die. We will dance from night to my baby with mine, and my baby with mine. We smile till we die. We smile from night till
There's no way you can hear what he's saying. There's no way you can hear what he's saying. Like, there's no way you can hear what he's saying, man. I mean, except for the chorus, which is quite audible. The rest of it is quite challenging to pick up. Oh, man. Bro, what was he doing? Okay.
So far, no fit me. Damn it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. There's something about it that feels very drafty. It doesn't feel like a complete idea. Omah. That bass. Omah, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is actually hard to gravitate with. You know what I mean? Like, I get the sentiment. It's nice. It's cute. I cannot be nobody for life. Waka waka no fits me. Suffer no fits me. Of course, you resonate with that. I mean, there's some strong relatability factors that nobody wants to suffer in this life, and you can connect to that sentiment on the record. As far as that goes, that's about as much connection you're making here with this record. The drums were nice when they came in, but the lack of, let's say, spontaneity or even transitions on the record, like, it just, sonically speaking, like, the production kind of like just kept it there, and it kept it probably too safe, and it ended up making it feel boring. So it's not the most exciting of a, cause you vibe. I was vibing with the chorus, man, but it came to a point where I was like, my brain was already tired of it. So I was already tired of it, and I've said this time and time again with many records, like, it gets to a point where, like, transitions help, man. Transitions help. Flip the script a little bit, break, stop, give me a bridge, something different. And that aside, we're getting to these verses that, like, the least in... Bro, this is reminding me of Free Your Mind, because, like, you can almost tell as if, it was being intentional in terms of, like, slurring his words and feeling like he was completely, like, slow with it. You know what I mean? It just felt like it was just dragging and stretching every word. And it was hard to pick up. It was hard to... But anyway, I'm getting that instance here, and it's so far, these first two records, not the most exciting for the album, man. I hope it picks up on the next one. I've heard I saw a tweet by DJ Spinall or somebody that was excited about this next record we're about to get into. This one's called Benji. And just by the title, you can definitely hear that it's going to be a raunchy one. So we'll see what it is. But you guys are 67% on this one. That seems about right. But let's check out the next record. This one is called Benji, man. Benji. That's aggressive. Sounds aggressive already. About to get yeah on my lay back, man. About to get yeah on my lay. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see on this record. Let's go. Track 3, Benji. Relax. Let me actually type this out. Okay, let's go. All right. Okay. Okay, sensual. Let's go.
I don't like when you sober. You know that. I like it the wedding panties, the ones from River Jordan.
Hey.
Oh no, son. The ones from the Atlantis, if it is one of the owner. Like Jonah. The girls from the Caribbean, see if it take the bone. Till you go down. Hand it over to the owner. Make a bend.
Hey.
Bend you till you say you don't do.
Hey, till you say you don't do.
Bend you till your mother call you.
Hey.
Bend you.
Oh, this is sexy though. Hey. Okay, first off, aggressive. Aggressive with that raunchy atmosphere is like straight off the bat. Went crazy on it. You know what I mean? Talking about River Jordan and something like something. Yeah, I like the way your panties are wet. I'm like, bro, okay, damn, like, okay, shit. I see it. I see it. Let's keep it PG, okay? Let's keep it PG. But no, this is definitely a clear direction here that what he's going for. And for the production, there's something like, I can't really pinpoint it, but there's this like, I don't know what it is. I can't put it to words, child, but the synths that are in the back feel very like mystique or something. I don't know. I can't put it to words, but I definitely enjoy it. The sense in the background of things, it's very nice. It's very nice. Yo, shout out people in the chat. I'm not saying the chat right now, but yeah, shout out to y'all. Okay. Very like you're in a trance. Hey! Did you say I hit a pussy motor accident? Aggressive. This guy too like rough play. You can tell. You can just tell. He said, Father, help me. He's asking for the Lord to help him. Like he's just getting, like she's taking his life away or something, man. He said, hi, that pussy motor accident. Drastic accidents can even kill somebody, you know. Omah Lay. Hey. I knew it. It's not hard to keep person. I knew it's gonna say something like that, man.
She no go talk. The things we do when we lock the door. That shit is poison, no antidote. I put my all in till I see evidence.
Hey! Hey!
She said the taste is a sweet and the bitter at the same time peppermint.
Oh my God!
See my thing strong, not be bending. On my face I innocent. Until I bend you.
Pen! Don't come for a mass pen, man. Come on. Hey. It's epilepsy. Man said epilepsy, man. She would shake like epilepsy, bro. And he said something about peppermint. I was like, bro. See, listen, this guy's pen. Okay, this is why. Yeah, this is taking me back. Even from like, this is aesthetically looking at the track list and the cover art right now. It is taking me back to Get Laid, bro. It is taking me back to Get Laid. Except I guess this is on an album front. But man, that was a sexy record, man. That was fire. That was aggressive. Again, I think when it comes to painting the atmosphere with the words, using metaphors that are so like, who even thinks about that? You know what I mean? Like, who thinks about describing her leg shaking like epilepsy or something? And he was not saying something about she tastes a little bit sweet, a little bit bitter, like peppermint. And I'm like, bro, what's that? I see what you mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I see what you mean. It's like, bruh, it's so crazy, like how his mind works when he's penning down records like this, man. Because if you go back to Yeah Yeah Yeah, I mean, Yeah 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 is still clear. It's still clear, but nonetheless, the aspect of him being so vivid with his pen and getting metaphors here. The man said I was going to jam the pussy like motor accidents, bro. Come on. That's aggressive. I mean, you can tell, like, I mean, just the flow and the run of Benji, until you say don't do. Hey, God. Crazy, man. Crazy. Tomorrow is Sunday. Let's, you know what I mean? But then, definitely a highlight already. Definitely a strong highlight right now. You guys are in the chat, giving it 91%. That's what's up. Definitely the best listen so far. Now, the album is waking up. It's getting somewhere interesting. Let's see how he follows up with this one, man. That was Benji. We're about to get into the next track called Woman. We've already heard this one. So, for the sake of time, we'll skip it. I doubt he would do anything different here, would he? I doubt that. So, yeah.
They tell me this, they tell me that. They say my bitch, say she a bad. Anytime I knock it out. No rubber band. Every time I put down, they show me that. If I know pull out.
Yo, I'm still going back to this point. Pisco need to get their cut. I don't know if he knows. I don't know if they know. But Omah Lay's template of this entire record is structured around that Testimony song, but except it's tempoed down a little bit. But it's still a fantastic record, man. Still a fine record. Very catchy, very radio friendly too. Very nice, and yeah, it's a fun tune. Not gonna lie, it's a fun tune. But yeah, Testimony by P-Square. We'll go listen to that and listen to this. But anyway, we'll skip it for now for the sake of time. Alright, so we already know how that is. So next track was Woman, which we're familiar with. So we have 3 singles that are here, right? That we know. 3 singles and everything else. So we're getting 11 tracks. Alright, not mad at it. Very concise album. Let's get to the next track. I'm a Mess.
It is what it is.
Oh, that sounded familiar at first. That string. Oh, Nifkeys. Okay, Nifkeys. Okay, I didn't see this for Nifkeys, but let's go. I'm about it.
Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad. I don't know what's over me. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm wild. I don't know what's over me.
Okay.
I don't know what's over me. I'm overthinking everything. At time me feel like nobody can understand the way I feel. Cause I am fucked up totally. I don't know how to keep company. So I've been drinking cognac. I've been drinking too many shots of cognac.
Okay, too many shots of cognac. You're a mess.
For the belly, another for the broken heart.
Okay.
3 for addition, so
that bass! The bass is aggressive on this record. I don't know, it's probably too noisy. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably doing too much, but it's definitely in your face.
Belly, another for the broken heart. 3 first so I don't go back.
Hey, 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 hey.
For somebody who can watch my shoulders, so I can never be sober.
Okay. This is giving Free My Mind.
So,
This is giving the same sentiments around Free My Mind. It's about like drinking and passing out, and obviously out of, from what sounds like a depressed Omah Lay here, you can definitely feel that sentiment around him saying something like, I'm just drinking my pain away, or something around that line. He was saying words like, sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm wild, I don't know what's over me. And it's like, bro, I pray for the Holy Spirit upon your life, my bro. I can understand, okay, the way you're feeling right now. I'm just going to minister onto you, brother. Okay, I know we're just coming from Benji over, but the Spirit is still here, as we're saying this, you know. But yeah, I hope he comes out of it. But yeah, you can definitely get that sentiment around this one. Very, very like. So I've been drinking cognac, bro. Like, bro, okay, let's go.
I can never be so. Oh, yes, I did it. I made $1 million I make for a living. Me my little bit I post for the baby.
Yeah, this is definitely a better version of Free My Mind, man.
Nobody's better than me. Nobody's better than me. I do it differently. Everybody can see, but I don't know what's over me. I'm overthinking everything.
Hey.
Got me feel like nobody.
Shout out Eagle Strikeout, my G.
I feel, cause I am fucked up totally.
Let's go.
I don't know how to keep on burning, so I've been drinking cognac. I've been drinking too many shots of cognac.
Yo, this is like a cognac endorsement, real man.
One for the belly, another for the broken heart.
Hey, one for the belly and one for the broken heart.
Before I did some fuss, so I don't go back.
Ah!
Looking for somebody who can watch my shoulders, so I can never be so.
Yo, self-medication, man. That's what it sounds like. Definitely a better version of, definitely better. Okay, that was, first off, shout out Nifkeys, actually. That was an interesting production from him. I mean, it goes to show how much, because people obviously know him for the records with Zinoliski, the Omo Piano kind of records. But seeing him come with an Omah Lay produced record that definitely fits the atmosphere of an Omah Lay record, makes sense. And shout out to Omah Lay for, again, vividly depicting the mood, the atmosphere, again with his words. I think he is a wordsmith, honestly, in terms of like painting that picture. At least the song, the beat even gave it that atmosphere too. So yeah, it sounded convincing how he felt depressed and how he was saying one shot for the belly, one shot for the broken heart, one shot for something. I think about addiction. Like it was like, bro, like it was definitely a very, very, like, I'm sure a lot of people connect to it on some level in terms of like self-medicating their issues. Yeah, anyway, I can see that. I can definitely see the connection around here. I think this is also even a better position for an intro in some sense, if we can get the idea or the concept of a lonely, depressed kid. I think this paints that more than what the intro was. But anyway, it was still a good record, still a fantastic record. Let's get into the next one. You guys what are you guys saying in the chat? You guys are 93%. 93%. That's solid. But yeah, that was dope. That was dope from Omah yet again. Let's follow up on the next track. Temptation. Let's see. Temptation. Ooh, temptation. Okay, all the pads, all the like chords here. Like,
how do you love like that? Your eyes know the dry water.
okay, there's a sonic theme around the album so far. It's been fairly consistent.
If it wasn't for you, waiting up for you. In all of this time,
Baseline. Hey.
You still hold me strong. You see all of these dirty songs.
That reverb on his voice seems excessive in my opinion. But it kind of connects to like how dreamy and how light they want to make the record feel. So I see that. But that bass line though. Hey.
But the inside my life, you still hold me strong. You see all of these dirty songs. But the inside my life, you still hold me strong.
Why does it sound like he's saying temptations? Temptations. Like, is that another syllable to the word? Is this Kelpie? Ooh, I didn't see that chord progression come in. That was sick. That flip up, that switch up there was nice. Towards the end of the chorus.
When I don't backslide in my passions and in my prayers, and I know get the occupation.
Okay.
Only you see my potential.
Okay.
I don't even keep up with my family. Barely even post my picture on Insta. Cannot deny that I got issues, sadly.
Oh my goodness, Omah Lay, are you okay? Like, are you seeing somebody? Like, are you talking to somebody, bro? Bro. Yo, someone check up my guy, man. Yo, this is very, like... Bro, everything Heartbreak so far, man. It's actually a consistently, like, placed album. Like, I mean, most things are... Yeah, raunchy, Heartbreak, but at least so far, this back-to-back records, I'm a mess. And even the record after this, Understand, is about Heartbreak too. Okay, solid one. But bro, this one about like doesn't post pictures on Insta, like he doesn't keep up with family, like he's got issues, sadly. Like, come on, definitely, man. Like, this are heavy words that he's penning down. As much as he wants to paint a, like, I don't know, when it comes to art like this, it could come from a real place, it could come from a fictional angle as well. But man, I hope he's good though. I honestly, like, you can hear the records like this and feel genuinely concerned about him, you know? Like, yeah, man, I hope he's good, Shy. That's pretty much the bottom line.
I don't even keep up with my family. Barely even post my picture on Insta. Cannot deny that I got issues, sadly. But you there for me today, you there tomorrow. When I get go be forever. All the things you wish for me, I wish for you. Me and you together forever. And all of this temptation, but the inside my life.
Oh man, the pads are sick. Those chords, like, goosebumps, man. Okay. Oh, that part throws me off, man. Hey. Okay, another sad, depressing record. But man, it just puts you in your feels, man. That was Omah Lay with Temptations at number 6. Omo, yeah, man. So I'll check on this kid because again, the sentiment is pretty heavy. The words are heavy here. But I think he's also connecting it to like, but I know all these temptations, in my, I guess, in his word now as a superstar. I like when artists get real to the point where they're acknowledging the change in their life. Obviously, he's a superstar now. Superstar, where he's obviously thrown at so many temptations. Like, I'm sure there's It's more accessible to drugs now. It's more accessible to drinks, to women, and it could definitely make one lose focus. I can imagine in that position. But in this record, he's saying all these temptations wait day around me, like wait day inside, right? Like, I'm still gonna, like, you keep me strong, you keep me focused, is what I'm getting at. So this is like a love letter to somebody that is saying, regardless of all the things that are going around me, regardless of me being sad and all those things, like, you can connect. You're still there for me. You're still one that is riding for me. That you don't give up on me. So it's actually underneath all the sadness and depression elements about it, there's still some level of romantic feeling here where you can see him pour out his love for somebody, and I could definitely feel that on a human level. Like that was definitely a sweet way to put it, you know. So I felt that a lot. That was a nice record. The atmosphere again, super like tailor-made for this kind of feeling, for this kind of mood. His delivery too also emphasized the mood as well. Like, this is, I mean, on all fronts, fantastic records that we're hearing in this last two ones that really paint the idea, or at least the common theme of this album right now, that is Boy Alone, right? So it makes sense. So yeah, that was solid. How are you guys feeling about it? You guys are 87% yes on that. Okay, not bad. I'm sure you guys are saying, isn't it too sad for a debut album? All right, you're saying, isn't it too sad for a debut album? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Pawan says, Tepid says, Pawan, don't forget, we want a whole album listening to Fireboy's album to the drop. Of course you get that. Definitely. This guy really did alone shot. That's what this guy's saying. Yeah, it really is. It really is. No energy, just soft. That's what Prince is saying. Okay. I'm not keen about the album, but I love the songwriting on I'm a Mess. Okay. Great Rabbit. Well, I see you. Florence says you have to tap into the feels of the album. It's not Basketballs. For sure. It's not Basketballs, man. But anyway, that was solid. Solid depression romantic track. Let's get into the next one. I think next one we are familiar with. I don't know. It's been a while though. It's been a year and a half or so since I heard this record, or at least when it came out. But it was a fantastic record. Still a breakout record too. A heartbreak record as well. Not a breakout record. A heartbreak record. So it's still connecting to the theme. Hey man, I'm acknowledging the fact that he has the theme here. He's laser focused on it, and at least many of the tracks have taken that charge for it. So man, shout out to him for that. This is by The Dangerous Tempo, man. Such an international, such a global like feel to this record. Come on.
You don't go to my eyes and I tell them. Oh no. Not in my eyes, in my mouth, you don't tell her.
Hey.
I ain't telling cause I give you umbrella.
I thought we in this together. Give me my first class pendant.
Give you my last cash pendant. I show you my best friend. I thought we in this together.
Give me my reckless pendant. Give me my best friend.
I give you my last cash pendant.
I remember my first listening reaction to it. You can go check it out later. But yeah, I remember feeling like, who really hurt this guy, man? Who actually did a number on him? Because you can definitely feel it. Again, man, very strong, very heavy on that. But for sake of time, we'll skip to the next track. Next track is called Never Forget. Let's get into that. Let me put it up in the chat real quick. RSS just still loves the song, Understand. I definitely still love that record, man. What track are we on? Track 8. Never Forget. Let's get it. Okay, violins.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Hey!
I don't know what to do without you.
Is this Amapiano-ish?
To do without you.
I'm hearing the Amapiano chords. Dum,
From
dum,
the slums
dum.
I come.
Hey!
Oh, my English boy.
Hey!
I
Hey!
know love is war.
Cold!
I know God is God.
Cold!
That will never stop. Till the war is won. Till the kids unborn. And the ones we lost. I'll never forget.
Hey!
I'll never forget, gang.
Hey!
I'll never forget you. I'll never forget, gang. I'll never forget you. I'll never forget.
Okay,
I'll never
back up.
forget. Oh. Boy, alone, boy, alone.
Okay.
Boy, alone.
Is this same boy alone?
Boy, alone.
Bro, there's like 5. Hey!
If you're hearing my voice,
Oh no, not the freaking horn.
I will know, I will know, I will know, I will not forget you. I will know, I will know, I will know. I've been vigilant.
First off, the progression of this record, I was ramping up. I was bringing up pieces together and it's just accumulating a lot more vibes, a lot more ginger, transitions. Again, crazy. We're not sitting on one playing level. We're moving as the record is building up. And it's somewhat of an up-tempo, a little bit of a switch up on the album, which I actually think it actually warrants at this point in the listen, because it's been much of a downer for a hot minute. Even Understand 2 kind of feels like a downer in a way, but we need something a lot more aggressive, and I think this might be one of his most aggressive fronts. In the context of this album, it makes sense. Like, it looks aggressive in the context of this album because compared to everything else seems a lot more softer and calm. But I love the progression. I love the how the beat is building up. We're getting different elements. I got horns. I got this Amapiano type chords that were there too. That was just like, you know what I mean, getting you, like, you know what I mean. I was doing that. Come on, you know what I mean. But anyway, like, this beat is building up to something, man. It's building up to something. And it's saying Boy Alone on the track. Bro, these are 2 songs that could have been intros. These are 2 songs that could have been. I wouldn't have been mad at this as an intro. I wouldn't have been mad at this being as an intro. It doesn't have to be all moody as an intro for sure. But I wouldn't have been mad at this for an intro. But yeah, like, Boy Alone, like, at least maybe the second track too. You know what I mean?
Boy alone, boy alone,
hey, hey, oh, those horns are nice. Hey,
I will not forget you. I will know. I've been vigilant, I've been intelligent. Nobody
okay, drum rolls.
Everybody will do. Die like an ant and run like a millipede. I've been niggerin'. Way before Michael Jackson sing Billie Jean. From 19 Billie Jean. Way before Pato Rankin sing Willie Me.
Oh shit. Let's back up this verse. What am I hearing, bro? No, let's get into this verse properly. No.
To know, I will know.
No, what? Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, since Pato Rankin sing Wilma, I go.
I will know. I've been vigilant. I've been intelligent. Nobody get it wrong for this military. Everybody will do. Die like an ant and run like a millipede.
Hey!
I've been niggerin'.
Everybody would die and run like millipedes, bro. What? What is it trying to paint in this picture, bro?
Nobody get it wrong for this military.
Nobody get rank.
Die like an ant and run like a millipede. I've been niggerin'. Way before Michael Jackson sing Billie Jean. From 19 Billie Jean. Way before Pato Rankin sing Willie Me. See my eyes don't see it.
They say Willie Me. I'm just trying to say Wilma. The song is called Wilma. The album is called Wilma. It's Pato Rankin's album named after his daughter. It's called Wilma. But it said Willie Me or something. I guess it's making it rhyme with Billie Jean. I mean, but man, aggressive verse so far, man. It's building up crazy.
Ordinary person like you no go believe it. So I'm cold and shivering. I hide my pains, mind blow, mind is a great.
Hey. Okay, back up. Bailo no no. Hey. Hey. If you're hearing my voice, I want you to know. Oh, they have done trombones. Let's go.
I will not forget you. I will not forget you.
Hey, 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 hey. Okay. Honestly, I would have loved a lot more time for the beat to breathe and trying to like let the horns go, let the drum beat, let the vibe be captured, and just give your A or whatever it is that I was doing towards the end, or just ad-lib it. So I mean, just get the energy up, and let's see with a very mad like trombone exit. You know what I mean? That would have been nice. I mean, I'll structure the record a little bit, but so far the record isn't bad at all. Definitely a breath of fresh air on a pace level. Like, it's a lot more upbeat, it's a lot more like energetic, that really serves the album well at this point, because we're down at the middle and we've gone through a few downers, okay, a few mood killers. But he's picking it up a little bit with this that feels a lot more playful, especially towards the end. Now he's saying boy alone. It's connecting again to the theme. He's really intentional about the theme here, really intentional about it so far. But I think he's referring to somebody saying like, I'll never forget like the time, or it almost sounds like a call out for war. Like, it's saying like, when it was saying nobody get rank for this military, I'm like, bro, is this saying something about, it feels confrontational on some level. Like, I've been doing this shit for a minute, like it's coming out here for next, basically. That's why it sounds defensive, but he's still saying boy alone. So I'm trying to understand the subject matter here. Yeah, and it's telling you about his upbringing, like he grew up on the Marine base, he said. But yeah, it's not bad, man. It's not bad. How you guys feeling in the chat? You guys are 91%. You guys are saying, oh, you guys are talking about So. That's another track. Bro, verse 2. Yeah, Tro was saying, I told you verse 2. LOL. Yeah. Verse 2 is mad. Yeah, man, that was dope. You guys are 92%. Just a few of you said no. Okay, 60 votes. We have 60 votes. Yeah, and I guess just some of you said no on that one. But anyway, that was fantastic. That was a fantastic upbeat record. I mean, all over the place with the subject matter, exactly. But I think it's like a confrontational one. Like, it's charged up. I can kind of get that. But the never forget portion, I would have loved for this to be titled Boy Alone. It seems more reasonable because he's uttering that word like time and time again, or at least that phrase time and time again. But to be fair, he does say I would never forget you too a lot. But doesn't say as much as it says Boy Alone though. I think he only said that I would never forget you like once. But anyway, yeah, it would make more sense as the title being Boy Alone. And like a title track or even the outro, man. Again, there's just some structuring around the album that I'm not too like fond of. Like, I would definitely like shuffle this a little bit different from what I've been hearing so far. But yes, this is still good material regardless of the arrangement. Yeah, man, that was dope. Never forget. Another really upbeat one. But yeah, man, that was dope. That second verse was mad. Like, that second verse was crazy. But let's get into the next track. This one's called Safe Haven. Okay, let's go. So we're back to the depression jams now, baby. Look at this one that sounds like all those TikToks where they're saving a puppy that has been trapped in a well or something. All those sad videos.
I'm on the go 247. I'm on the road, my safe haven. I'm living fast, you can't stop me. My neck is tight and Roman chocolate.
Nah. Oh, that was awful. Oh, that was bad. Nah. Oh, no. That was probably the worst attempt on crowd vocals I've had. Oh, that was terrible. That threw me off. Some of the vocals were off key as well too. You can definitely hear it. Or is it just me? That was off. That was off, bro. What was that? Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
I'm on the go 247. I'm on the road.
Okay.
My safe haven.
Beautiful so far.
I'm living fast. You can't stop me.
Emotions. Let's go. Are you not hearing what I'm hearing? Bro, this cringe. This cringe. Nah. Ashake needs to put out a tutorial, bro. What do you mean? That sounds painful. Oh, that's terrible, bro. That's terrible. And to make that the anchor of the song. Oh, that's painful to hear, man. That's painful to hear.
So you wanna know my mind now? When I bust the pipeline, tell you where I take it,
bro, that threw me off, bro.
So you wanna know inside out? I'll tell you at the right time.
Okay, I don't like the level of reverb on his vocals right now, man. It sounds weirdly mixed. It sounds like a draft. Are you guys not hearing how this is mixed? It sounds like a draft. It sounds like it's not finished, man. Why? This is oh no, this is what's happening here in the song? Are you guys not hearing what I'm hearing? It's a shitty mix. A shitty like attempt at crowd vocals at least, and now his second voice just feels like, bro, it's weird because it didn't open up like this. Is that are you guys not hearing how the first verse is being altered here?
When I bust the pipeline, tell you where I take it, photo when I post on social media, everything like that. So you wanna know inside out?
Oh god, this is bad.
Tell you at the right time. I tell you how I make it, the money when I get for you.
And it's still mumbling again, bro.
Oh, you let me chop my potato. Whether I wash them, whether I cut them, whether I boil my potato. That is how I like my potato. And I'm in blue like tornado. And I'm a rock star, and I'm a hustler. I put my white rice tomatoes, cause everybody chop from my table. So I'm on the go too fast.
Look, there's almost night and day difference between that voice and this chorus right now. I'm on a roll. Like, bro, that feels complete. These are two different songs. It feels like two different like moments. Like, obviously they mixed this one, they mixed the verse differently, or at least it was recorded on a different day or in a different studio. It just feels weird. It feels weird. Is anyone else hearing it? It feels. Listen to the transition from this particular verse, which sounds awful, right? And then compare it to how clean and crisp the I'm on a road. Like, listen to that. Listen to how different it is. Night and day, bro. Night and day. Listen to this. Like audio. Listen. 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 If you can't see the contrast here, I don't know what's wrong with your ears, man. I don't know what's wrong with your ears. This is distracting me a lot. This is distracting. It's probably saying a lot. It's probably saying something heavy on the record, but this is so distracting. Oh no. Oh no. You guys can hear what I'm hearing, right? You guys can hear what I'm hearing. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. This guy said, I know music more than you. People are saying probably it's only me. It is. The effects are crazy, right? Thank you. You're saying you disagree with me. Okay, sure. But I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm hearing. It's throwing me off. Bro, But again, I like the pocket. I'm on the road 247. That part sounds neat. That part right there sounds neat. It sounds delicious. You know what I mean? But everything else, the contrast between the crowd vocals and his verse, awful, man. Like, I cannot bear it. Like, I'm not even trying to even deep what he's saying because of how god awful it sounds.
I'm living fast. You can't stop me.
Oh, but this is the best part right now. Yeah, man. I'm even not hearing what I'm hearing. You people are not hearing what I'm hearing. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
For the pillow, more reasons I stay on this road, more reasons I die on this road.
This man is boldly off key, and you people are taking this boldly. With his chest, it's just. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. Omah Lay. Kilo day. What happened? What happened? This makes no sense at all. It doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Because you can definitely hear the idea that this song has. Like, it has a very... Because if you hear the strings that are present throughout the entire track, it gives you that singer-songwriter type of atmosphere. It feels very, like, vocal and feels, like, very intimate. All those guitar, like, singer-songwriter kind of jams. You know what I mean? And then the part where he goes, I'm on the road 247. Like, that part right there. Like, pristine, like, very neat, very clean, very good. Okay, beautiful run there. And then we get into what feels like again, I can't stress this enough. The absolute worst vocal arrangement you could ever see. Since, like, bro, it's absolutely the worst vocal arrangement, bro. It has to be, no, there's no way you guys are buying this. Because I'm frustrated, man. This man is scamming you people. This man is scamming you people with this record. I don't understand. I don't sound like Bad Belle. But bro, this man actually butchered this record. He butchered a great idea. He butchered it. But anyway, man, let's move on. Next track, we already know Attention featuring Justin Bieber. We've been aware of that record for some time now. But anyway. Bro. See ya. This music P is not as straightforward as you might think. There might be bits and parts that you like. This is obviously nuance here. Like, I like the idea of the song. I like where it was going. But threw me the fuck off. With that. Anyway, let's move on. You guys are 70% yes on that. Definitely one of the lowest, for sure. Alright? That has to be one of the lowest, too. But, bro. Anyway, Attention by Justin Bieber. We can definitely skip this one for the sake of time. But we're going the vibe there. We're going the sentiment around it. Let's move to the next track. This one's called So So. That's so it go be at. I know a guy called So So, man. That's my guy. Mahmoud. I just put out his old government name, but anyway, sure. Yeah, where were we? Number 11. So. Bro, I need to be restored from that, man. I need to be restored. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think, Recognize was lower. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man, let's get into this one called So. guitars. Okay, something high lifey. Let's go, please. Or this feels like suku, something francophone. Is that a whistle? Okay. A lot cleaner arrangement here. A lot cleaner with the vocals, man. Like a lot cleaner is what I would say. So take my pen. Oh wait, but guessing that like repetition there, it's engraved in our head so far. So yeah, I mean, and it's up tempo. It has like a high life kind of feel to it, like a little hint of high life there, or sukus kind of atmosphere. Maybe not sukus. Oh no, yeah, a little bit of sukus. It's a bit there. But yeah, man, that's good. That's good so far. Let's see what he's saying on the verse. Let's go. The whistle is mad. Are those claps? Hey. Hey. Hey.
So come and help me, cause I don't pray, my man, I don't pray, come on man, I can't stay for one place, for God's sake, my day. Don't take my pen away from you,
my pen away, so take my pen away. So this melody reminds me of something though. It definitely feels familiar, but like in a good way. In a good way. So take my pen away. So take my... And just the vibe in the background too, man. Anyway, it's cool. It's a cool vibe. It doesn't feel familiar though.
They are talking shit, what them no getting me. For what's I put up my eyes.
Hey.
That's good. I cry offshore, but my dread love. Leave me, I don't pray. Mohammed, I don't pray. Come on, man.
They say I don't pray Mohammed. Don't let Muri catch you.
Offshore, but my dread love. Leave me, I don't pray. Mohammed, I don't pray. Come on, man. I can't stay for one place. Go say my babe. Come and ginger me. Only you to feel my best. Give me vitamins. We're gonna take these pains away.
Again, still the same sentiment about pain. So take my pain away, and I need you to feel my love in your soul. That's what it's reminding me of. I need you to feel my love on your body. Oh, that's from LTG, man. Yeah, I think that's what it reminds me of.
Take these pains away. So
take my pain. I like the whistles in the back. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. We're getting love drums too. Hey, hey, where the shakers? Let's go. Hey, so take my pen. Very catchy, man. So take my pain away. Listen, still the theme of pain, heartbreak, depression, sadness, still in that same vein, even though this feels like a more cheery atmosphere, or a lot more upbeat and fun atmosphere. It's still reflecting on that pain still. It's saying something about like only you they feel my pains, give me vitamins, something like on that lane. You know what I mean? So that was dope. That was dope from him. Still being on topic. I like the vibe. Again, I think the melody is as cookie cutter and as simple as it needs to be. It's not doing too much. It's very repetitive, so it's very simple, easy to digest. You already know where it's coming. I like the subtle details that went into the beat. There were certain things like the whistles, the drum rolls, the freaking log drums too, man. So far, not a bad record, man. I won't lie to you guys. So there's so many records there that have been okay, but nothing has actually like blown me away, like blown my mind away. I at least felt like a new and improved Omah Lay. To be very honest, it feels like it's still playing it safe on many songs, many records. As much of as an emotional pull that it has, I would give him that. It does have an emotional pull on tracks like I'm a Mess and Temptations. But so far, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay? I mean, as I have. But it's a cool record. It's a cool jams, but nothing's like I never tear shirts yet, you know what I mean? But I'm not saying I have to tear shirts every album listening, but I haven't gotten that yet. But so far it's okay, man. It's cool. Yeah, like it's not crazy. Like it's just it just feels like this is cool. This is beautiful so far. But man, So was definitely a highlight of a high tempo record. Which other song was a upbeat high tempo record? I think that was Never Forget. Sorry. So yeah, so take my pain away. All right, so yeah, I think Never Forget was upbeat, right? Never Forget was the upbeat record.
That will never stop.
Somewhat upbeat. All right. So let's move to the next one. This one is called How to Love. Omah Lay, let's go. Okay, we're in the upbeat pocket of the album. Again, very piano.
My body there for Adama, wow, 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 wow. My head is there for Jiga, wow, 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 wow. My mata is full for my heart you carry too much, boom, 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 boom. Kelly can show me how to love. We get married, not divorce. It's just you and I.
Okay, very amapiano, let's go.
All this diamonds sent enough. My girl can't show me how to love. It's just you and I.
Is it saying far away? Is it saying far away or something? Anyway.
My girl can't show me how to love. It's just you and I and us. We get married, not divorce. All these diamonds ain't enough. I try to show you, trust me, I know with you. I know believe say you go fit those of my issue. You know not crazy we're singing for my motor there for the Congo. Dropping my money in Tonto. I'm gonna hit my coco. I know what's in there, your coco. If you don't give me a coco low, I get the spirit of a shower. But I got the boy eyes in poro. Kelly gon' show me how to love. We get married, not divorce. It's just you and I and us. All these diamonds ain't enough. Oh, my girl can't show me how to love. It's just you and I and us.
This is boring, man. This is boring. This is boring, bro. This is very, very boring. It gets reported so repetitive and it's just mind numbing, bro. Like Omah. I mean, debut albums are not the easiest for sure, especially when you've created such a time for yourself, like a period where it was mostly singles and just concise EPs. And taking on an album upon yourself is a big charge, but bruh, nothing feels as exciting, man. Well, let's just finish this track, man.
We get married, not divorced. All these diamonds ain't enough.
All right. That was probably the most lifeless of records on this album. Not much to take away from it. Just plateaued. Not much is exciting here. Anyway, yeah, you guys already, because there's not even much to take away from it. It's an amapiano record, cool, but like, anyway, we'll move on to the next track. This next one is with a feature, finally, because you can even get the sentiment that probably a feature would have helped a lot more the experience on the album. I know we skipped a feature on Justin Bieber, but still, we've heard that, okay, but yeah, man, it's very, very, I don't know how to put it, because again, human beings are complex, right? Even artists as well, they're complex in the sense that they can show up in so many moments and be fantastic in many fronts, but in others they're just like the complete opposite. So it's like, I guess you can't ask for too much. You just like take whatever exactly you're getting. But anyway, we're going to track 13, which we're about to round up the experience and the album so far. This one is with an artist that I have been excited to hear with pop artists, because he's in a much more of a Afro, or it's much more of an R&B artist, an R&B pocket, and I love that he's influencing a lot of pop stars to take this route too. So I'm excited for what he could do with Omah Lay. So this is featuring Iwa. Has one of the hardest records, Bad For You, this year. One of my favorite records this year. He's obviously off to a good year this year, man. I think he has a project coming up too. So anyway, let's hear it. This one is Tell Everybody, featuring Iwa. Let's go. By the way, nothing to speak of when it comes to transitions from one record to another. It doesn't seem as intentional. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I just picked it up and I was like, there's not been any point of a transition per se. But anyway, let's hear this.
I used to dream about the storm. That's why my patience so low. Yeah. Crashing a big wave in my heart, stroking her. She make me feel this way. Yeah. She said, I wonder what you do if I give myself to you. I make mistakes and I don't know why.
That reminded me of, and I wonder if I take you home, would you let me in love, baby? Did anyone not catch that? I think that was a reference to that. I think so.
Yeah. She said, I wonder what you do if I give myself to you. I make mistakes and I don't know why.
Maybe that's a reach.
You know why? She said, I wonder what you do if I give myself to you. I make mistakes and you know why. You know why. Tell everybody, yeah. Tell everybody, you and I, we ride or die, girl.
Okay.
Everybody, yeah.
Okay.
Tell everybody, yeah.
Why not this part? Girl, right there you go. Them pussy get you one time, but until you know.
Hey.
You got a million.
Hey.
So me, I just wanna be yours.
Hey.
Your boot talks.
Okay. Let's dial it back. We're getting dancehall on my lay here. That was mad.
Why not this part?
Hey.
Girl, right there you go. Them pussy get you one time warranty, you know. You got a million. So me, I just wanna be yours.
Hey.
Rub your buttocks. Early morning sweet talks, licky your lip gloss.
Hey! Hey! Let's go! Let's go! That was a hard verse. That was a hard verse from Omah Lay.
You know what? She said, I wonder what you do if I give myself to you.
Okay, Tay.
Mistakes and you know why. You know why. Tell everybody, yeah.
Tell everybody.
You and I, we ride or die, girl. Tell everybody, yeah.
I like that they're sharing the chorus, like a pre-chorus and then the chorus from Omah Lay.
Tell everybody, yeah. Tell everybody, you and I, we ride or die, girl. Tell everybody, yeah. Tell everybody, yeah.
Can't wait to see the record out. Alright. That was a great feature, man. I like that collab. Tay was definitely present here. I liked it. He opened up the song with a verse, and then we got him into the, like, I guess like a pre-chorus, and that was nice too as well. And then Omah Lay came with the full chorus, and then we got like a crazy Omah Lay verse that was just too mad. Like, he went into like a dancehall pocket there. It was kind of like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was nice. It was a nice vibe. Yeah, and there was this run that he did, like, early morning sweet talks, lick your lip gloss or something like that. Like, that was nice. But definitely a lot more intentional on that verse. Yeah, Tay was cool on this, man. Tay was nice. It was a very calm record. But man, it wasn't definitely too bad of a tune. And the tempo as well was nice. The production was fine as well. But yeah, man, I wasn't too bad of a record. I wasn't too bad of a feature as well. That was nice. Yeah, nice record. But let's go to the next one. How you guys feeling about this one? You guys are 91% yes on this. Yeah, this is not too bad, man. I'll probably add this to my Afro R&B playlist. That's crazy. This whole time I haven't added anything to my playlist until now. That really got me. I'll add Benji for sure. I'm adding Benji to my Afro R&B playlist for sure. Hey, for sure. If you know, you know. Anyway, that was Tell Everybody. We're about to get into the last track. Now, it's been an okay listen so far, man. It's been an okay listen. All right, it's been an okay listen. We'll look at the next one, and hopefully it kind of closes it off on a better or stronger impression, something that kind of ties or connects everything and comes back full circle for the album, at least in terms of a narrative, in terms for a theme. But yeah, let's hear it. This one is called Purple Song. Let's go. Sorry, I forgot to put this up. The poll. Let's go.
Do you know how it feels to love somebody and they don't love you back?
Okay, just pads, just synths. There've been like 2 or 3 records where he has done this. Like the first 30 seconds, it's just the synths, just coming in and just going wow wow. Like it's always moody synths too. So, like, and it takes him a while to come in. He has done this before on a few records. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like 30 seconds. Anyway, let's go.
You don't go on no TV. I expect me not to be.
This reverb, bro. He overdoes it sometimes.
If you don't want to, you're the voice. You don't have to listen to my songs.
reverb is too much, bro.
Only water be tickle my soul. Rock my body till you hit my bone. Only your shot if it is my goal. Even if say you pass me the most, even if say you see me the phone, even if my head you don't touch, even if I don't want you no more, you shouldn't let me go. Only my water fi cool your soul. Only your body fi heal my wound. Only your body fi lift my soul.
I'm gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all lied about this album. Y'all lied about this album on the TL. Oh, God. Y'all lied about this album, man. Y'all lied about this album. People lied about this album. People lied about this album, man. I see, look. There's obviously nuance here. There's nuance here. It's not a god-awful album. It's not terrible at all. But bro, this man got too safe, too cookie cutter, too boring on many of these instances, man. Many of these instances. A lot of shock value was missing here. A lot of shock value was missing here. A lot. The outro purple song, what was that? As an outro. Even as a song. But as an outro, first off. What was that? That was probably the least intentional way you could see the album out. It had an opportunity to connect back to the theme or the story or the outline of your album. He filled that on the intro and he's filling it on the outro again. What? Little D. Like, bro. I was expecting a lot. But wow, you guys were even 53% no on this one. Yeah, man, that was probably the worst way you could see an album out. A debut album out. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, man. Omah Lay, because Omah Lay was scaring us on the build up to this album. It was scaring us, so it was iffy. And then Woman kind of like, okay, maybe things are going to change. The tides are going to change a little bit. But no. Okay, now let's go down to the record. To the album itself. The theme was clearly like written in a few tracks, which came in the body of the track, which is so odd to me. It's so odd. You have a narrative of the album, but you're selling that narrative in the body of the album as opposed to the intro or the outro. Things that actually open up and close the album experience. Like, that's when that narrative should be sold. If anything, that's when it should be sold. Not tucked in randomly in a small segment in the album front. So, like, the arrangement was just weird. First off, the intro track, not much of an intro. This man just felt like it was just having ideas. All these ideas don't feel complete. They don't feel complete. Recognize, I don't know what impression did that leave on you. You can't even remember what that was. You can't remember what that was. That wasn't anything to speak of as an intro or as a song. Because there's no value there. There's no value in that. Just a waste of airspace, bro. Just a waste of airspace for that intro. Nothing much of it. And then we get into another song called I, which again is a fantastic vibe. It's a fantastic like drop as well. Like, there's a vibe to it. But something about his words, man, how he delivers his words on it, it just feels like, bro, why are you slurring your words? Why are you, like, it becomes very difficult. It's almost inaudible in many instances. And you can even see that on Attention. On the record Attention, in his instances, that was not a good lookout for him. Justin Bieber carried that record. And Justin Bieber to carry a record for you, bro, It's not the greatest of looks. So there was this thing about slurring his words that I could see. It showed up in I. It showed up in certain instances. But man, okay, let me talk about my favorite, at least my favorite moments here. Let me not like superly like be overt with this criticism. Obviously, I liked the aspect of being in touch with your emotions. Like that's always a win for me. And you can obviously captivate moments like I'm a Mess and moments like Temptations, even Understand as well. Like that pocket for sure, that 3-track pocket was very, very vivid on the theme as what this album really should be. And I honestly commend that there was some consistency around that for the album, sonically speaking. Now when it comes to what I say? Like I guess the idea of it being I don't know, the approach of it just felt safe. It felt safe to the point where like it got boring. And the broad productions didn't have a lot of inflections and striking moments for it to actually do something. So it left you thinking, I'm indifferent, or I think this is okay. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing that absolutely captivates you. So my interest, obviously, my highlights obviously would be records like I'm a Mess. The singles that we got were good. Woman, Understand were good. Attention, not so much, because I'm still attributing that to Justin Bieber. Not much for Omah Lay. So my favorite moments here, Benji for sure. I'm a Mess as well. Okay. Temptations, as I saw that. I think Temptations as well. I like that 2-track run for Temptations and I'm a Mess. And So. And maybe, this one I'm not even that crazy about, but maybe tell everybody. Perhaps tell everybody, right? And, bro, every other track was, at best, an okay track. Never Forget was upbeat and up-tempo, so the sequence was already nice. But my least favorite, my absolute least favorite, Safe Haven was a scam. Safe Haven was a scam of a record. Inaudible. Terrible mix. Worst attempt of a crowd vocal like arrangement there. That wasn't good. That wasn't strong at all. That wasn't a strong moment, bruh. That wasn't. And then we're getting towards the end. How to Love. The Amapiano that was so dead. I've never seen such a mind-numbing Amapiano record, bro. Such a mind-numbing, I don't think he did his homework when it came to that genre. I don't think he has been in that pocket before. So it didn't really nail it. And I think this album was looking for something of a pop hit, something of like something that resonates, that already speaks loud and speaks mad volume. And I don't think any of these records could do that. Even though the ones that I liked, I think these were good album cuts. But I don't think they're like commercial hits. I don't see commercial value here. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see a lot of commercial value here. So yeah, my least favorites, man. I'm going over the pace. My least favorite, Safe Haven, How to Love, Purple Song, the intro as well. Horrible records to put up in this album. Cause maybe horrible is a harsh word, but still dead, boring. Omah Lay let me down, bro. Omah Lay let me down. But yeah, man, there's just bits and pieces to take away from it. The songwriting was definitely shown up on records like Benji, records like I'm a Mess and Temptations. Very vivid, like I mentioned, of his songwriting. So again, our tribute to songwriting in certain moments is very strong. Others, not as much to take away from it. Man. Yeah, and I like that second verse of Tell Everybody as well. That was another good moment. So yeah, songwriting was okay. Production could have been better. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it definitely missed a lot of opportunities in where they could be a lot more fluid, like a lot less predictable. It just felt safe. Again, production was probably too safe and there was this constant theme of him opening up the songs with just pads and chords for the first 30 seconds, and you're waiting for when he's gonna come in. So it was just like, yeah, it was okay. Production wasn't the craziest of things here, and his delivery is, again, slurring his words wasn't nice. It wasn't great. Omah Lay. But then again, there were pockets, there were verses that were crazy. There's a verse on So that was mad. There was a verse on Tell Everybody, like I mentioned, that was crazy. Yeah, Benji was crazy as well, like delivery wise, songwriting wise. But yes, that was it. What else to cover here? Now, how's this gonna look on his trajectory as an artist? Obviously, this is his debut album, and we've seen him in the context of EPs, we've seen in the context of singles, and it's been a roller coaster because it started on a freaking high, and then towards the end or towards the transition into this album, the buzz or the momentum, the excitement kind of died down a little bit. But I think he kind of picked it up a little bit with Woman. But then again, he's kind of fallen a little bit in terms of quality, in terms of his pen game too. Like, there's a lot more that you can attribute to his Get Laid project, which will almost go down as a classic of an EP. And comparing it to that work, you don't believe it's the same artist that made this album. And overall feeling, man, again, the last impression of it was probably what capped it up as not a great album for me. So right now, I guess it's gonna come down to my rating. My final rating on this one, at least for my first listen, the rating I'm looking at this one is an okay 6. An okay 6 out of 10 for now. It could be better. Maybe over time, a lot of the records grow better on me, but right now I'm kicking this off for my first listen as a number 6. Let me know what you guys see in the comment. Let me see what you guys are feeling for your number, for your rating on the album. Yeah, man. That's all. That's all. Like that's about it. Alright, says it's a 7. Okay, that's cool. Great singles have to follow this album shortly. Yeah, for sure he has to. This is not a good look. This is not a good look for him. At least maybe it might be a good look in terms of impressions. People obviously like the album on Twitter, but for me it's not that crazy. I'm giving it a 6 right now. Folarin gives it a solid 7. Tumishe gives it another 7. I guess 7 makes more sense. It's a lot more fair. But for me 6. Yeah, for me 6. Emily says 6 as well. Samuel says 6 as well. Dakade says Raven Roses is a 7, like Boy Alone. It's a 7, I guess. Gray Rabbit says I write better. You write better than him. That's funny. Yeah, 6 is accurate according to Junior as well. But anyway, man, I'm feeling a 6 on this. That was Omah Lay's debut album. I hope it comes up better following this album out. Looking at this album, what record do you think he needs to make a focus record for the album? I think So needs to be a focal song, maybe Benju. But then again, I still don't see this record working. But we'll see what it is. But I'm not like, yeah. I'll give it a 6 right now. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for being out here with me again. We're doing this for albums that are worthwhile to sit down and experience together. I appreciate you guys being on here for the last hour and a half. Okay, so yeah, man, this was good. Yeah, this is definitely not the strongest project this year. This is not even going down as one of my strongest projects this year. It's not. Almost every other name you can think of had a better impression than this one, for sure. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Check out the other content. I'm still gonna be uploading more. Ashake and Fireboy is gonna be coming out right now for those of you that missed it. And anyway, we'll see. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys when I see you.